We are all broken people, and we live in a broken world because of our sin. This means everything we do is impacted by brokenness, including our relationships. But the good news is that God doesn't leave us in our brokenness. He's loving, merciful, and provides forgiveness through Jesus. Because of the forgiveness that we receive in Jesus, we are called to forgive others. In our ministries, we can walk with kids to not only learn about God's forgiveness of us, but also how God's forgiveness can help us forgive others. Step 1. To help kids recognize that they need to forgive others, they first need to understand their own need to be forgiven by God. We all sin, but sin isn't just what we do, it's a part of our identity. Our whole being is affected by our brokenness and sin, and no matter what we do, we can't fix our sin problem on our own. We need God's forgiveness. We've all chosen to do what we think is best rather than follow what God says is best. It doesn't matter how big or small the sin, all of our sin needs to be forgiven. Then we can have a relationship with God and live how He created us to live. God sent Jesus to forgive us. We can emphasize that Jesus died for our sins even though we didn't earn it and we don't deserve it. Which leads to step 2. We can forgive others. As kids understand that they need to be forgiven and that Jesus provided forgiveness when we didn't deserve it, it can start to change how they see others. We can ask kids open-ended questions such as, if Jesus forgave us when we didn't deserve it, what are ways we can respond when others hurt us? We can't make kids want to forgive others, but God's amazing forgiveness of our sin when we didn't deserve it can put into perspective how we are called to forgive others when they hurt or wrong us. Step 3. When we forgive, we let go of what we want. This is one of the most difficult concepts for kids and adults. Kids often care about justice and wanting things to be fair, but forgiving others means choosing to let go of anger or hurt feelings towards someone else. We are kind to those who aren't kind to us, generous to those who aren't generous to us, and respectful to those who aren't respectful to us, all because we know God has forgiven us for the wrong things that we do. He's taken our broken identity and transformed it into something new. We are children of God. However, it's important to let kids know that forgiveness doesn't mean they have to pretend like everything is fine or that they have to stay in a relationship with an unsafe person. Even as we help kids walk through forgiving others, we can also help them with boundaries and personal safety. But both forgiveness and boundaries are possible because forgiving others has to do with the state of our own hearts. Our new identity that comes from the forgiveness of Jesus helps us forgive others.